America's $30 million heist. The vault was never broken, but the system was. Easter Sunday, March 31st, 2024. While families gathered across the country, something historic was unfolding in Los Angeles, in a quiet industrial stretch of Sylmar, California. Someone walked into a Brink's facility and walked out with $30 million in cold, hard cash. No alarms were triggered, no security footage, no broken doors, just empty vaults. What made this heist different wasn't how it was done, but how perfectly nothing was left behind. To Brink's, the vault was secure. To the outside world, it was untouchable. But to someone, it was already open. By the time the first shift arrived the next morning, $30 million was gone. And the only thing more shocking than the money was the silence. No alarms, no alerts, no footage, just one question: how did they do it? When LAPD officers and federal agents arrived at the Brink's cash depot in Sylmar, they expected signs of a break in glass, alarms, anything. Instead, what they found was a crime so surgical, it could have been lifted from a movie script. Investigators quickly noticed something chilling. Whoever pulled this off knew exactly where to go, what time to go, and how long they had. The heist took place in a 4-hour window between 2 a.m. and 6 a.m., a known low-traffic shift with minimum on-site staff. There were no signs of forced entry, no doors broken, no alarm tampering. And here's the catch: the vault is protected by multiple biometric layers, keycard access, and real-time logs. The only way in was to have inside knowledge. Surveillance logs also showed no camera activity between 3:50 a.m. and 10 a.m. This wasn't a glitch. It was a timed blackout triggered from the internal system. And then came the strangest part. Nothing else was taken. Not the gold coins, not the high-value bearer bonds, just stacks of untraceable U.S. cash. No signs of violence, no security response, just a precision hit that only someone on the inside could pull off. As FBI agents dug into the details, they started seeing something chilling. This wasn't a one-time job. The style, the silence, the planning, it all pointed to a pattern. A crew operating in the shadows, striking with near-military precision. And this wasn't their first time. In 2011, a Loomis cash vault in Chicago lost $8 million. Again, no forced entry. In 2017, a Florida armored car depot reported $14 million missing, discovered only days later. And now, Los Angeles, 2024. The FBI now suspected the existence of what they began calling the Phantom Crew, a team of elite operators, possibly ex-military, former law enforcement, or high-level tech specialists. They didn't wear masks, they didn't run, they didn't need to break in, because they were already inside. By mid-April, federal investigators had quietly compiled a list of persons of interest. Not your average bank robbers. These were people who understood systems from the inside. The first was a former security supervisor, terminated 6 months earlier for alleged protocol breaches. He knew the vault access cycles. He knew the camera blind spots. He had motive, and he vanished right after the heist. Another, a systems engineer, contracted by Brink's to install security updates in 2023. He'd designed the very override system used to wipe the surveillance feed. But perhaps the most unsettling lead came from a federal informant who claimed the crew wasn't new. It was a for-hire heist unit operating globally. They didn't just rob, they tested systems. Clients included crypto billionaires, shell state governments, and yes, even banks themselves. A former intelligence analyst told investigators off-record, "Sometimes these guys aren't stealing from us, they're testing how stealable we are." They had no names, no masks, just fingerprints of code, and absolute silence. In most heists, there's a break-in, a gun, a getaway car. But this time, there was nothing. No faces, no alarms, just $30 million and a flawless silence. As of today, the money is still missing. No arrests, no public suspects, just whispers of an elite crew that left no trace. Brink's has declined public comment. LAPD won't confirm what they know. but one federal investigator described it simply as the cleanest job I've ever seen. The heist sent shockwaves through security industries nationwide. Companies began reassessing protocols, internal access reviews, eye-based surveillance upgrades, and anonymous audits are now the norm. But here's the twist. Brink's insurance covered the loss, meaning no major lawsuits, no press, trials, and maybe no real pursuit. So maybe the vault was never broken. Maybe it never needed to be. Because sometimes, the smartest criminals don't hack the system, they are the system. Could a crew this perfect strike again? Would you even know if they already have? Like, subscribe, and comment below. Because one day, it might not be cash they're after, it might be you.